Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the class. I hope you all are fit and fine. So, we will continue chapter number 3 from our history, that is the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, the timeline starts from 1206 AD to 1526 AD. Now, just 500 years back, you will just 600, 700 years back, we are talking about the Delhi Sultanate. So Delhi was the capital and it was ruled by different dynasties. For example, slave dynasty, Khalji dynasties, then Lodi dynasty. So many of them are there. So slave dynasty, we have already covered that. Next, which we are reading is the Khalji dynasty, in which one of the most powerful king during that time was Alauddin Khilji. Okay, the same king on which we have seen that there is a movie Padmavat. Okay, Ranveer Singh played the role of Alauddin Khilji. Now, see, when we are talking about SST, okay, social science, some people see this subjects as a very interesting subject. Okay, some people they think this as a boring subject. Okay, see how you can generate your interest in SST is that try to link whatever happening around you. Okay, for example, we are talking about state government. So you know that if you read news, if you see news, you will find that Bihar elections are coming next month. Okay, from that you can easily know the you can correlate, and with example it will be more interesting, and yes, it will be more likable for you to start giving focus on the social science. But if still you have any doubt, better you can ask me anytime. Okay, so why I am using this animation, because it will provide you a more clear picture than just writing on a board. Okay, plus photos which add some interesting features, and that will generate interest in you for social science. Okay, if you have any doubt regarding any topic, you can call me anytime. Now, Alauddin Khilji, he was one of the powerful uh, ruler, and he was the person who trained, who organized his army, okay, expanded his territory to a maximum limit. In reforms of army, Dag for horses and Chehra for soldiers are the reforms taken by Alauddin Khilji to organize, to maintain full discipline and motivated army. So when we are discussing about army, if any army is more disciplined, more trained, and more, uh, you can say, fit, then there is a very high chance that that king or a ruler will win all the wars in that areas. So you will find that Alauddin Khilji able to stop Mongols from the northwest, and even he controlled the gain the territories from the Rajputs and in the Deccan also. Now today we will discuss about the economic measures of Alauddin Khilji, means market reforms. What Alauddin have done for the people? What are there in the market reforms? Okay, market में economies में अर्थव्यवस्था में क्या क्या reforms Alauddin Khilji ने introduce किए, that we will start with this.
Years of Alauddin Khilji. Mongol invasions and internal revolts increased the cost of maintaining a large army. Alauddin Khilji's main concern was to make his soldiers live and survive well. Alauddin Khilji gave orders to measure all the land which was under cultivation. The land was divided and land revenue, that is kharaj, fixed according to fertility.
So So see, for war anywhere, India, we have to fought. Suppose we have to fought war with Pakistan, China. We need money. We need resources to build that strong army. And it was the same situation for the Alauddin Khilji, that he needs army, big army, and to maintain that army, you need money. You need expenditures. You need revenue. sorry, then only you can gain the full control. Now, how to get revenue, how to get money? One of the revenue holder areas of that time was land. Okay, by providing land revenue by the people who are working on that land. Okay, in the form of kharaj. Okay, so land revenue was called as kharaj during that time, and revenue was fixed. It was not constant. It was not constant. Okay, it was fixed according to the fertility of the soil. Means if the soil is more fertile, then the revenue is more. If the soil is less fertile, then the revenue is less. Okay, so Alauddin Khilji have taken all the measures to control the land under the cultivation. Okay, Kharaj is the local name for the land revenue. You should remember that Kharaj. Okay,
Alauddin increased the tax on the farmers of the Doab, fertile land between Ganga and Yamuna rivers.
so you will see that fertile land between Ganga and Yamuna. So if there is a fertile land, ultimately that will increase the taxes for the farmers. Okay, so Alauddin Khilji increased the taxes and it was half the produce. Okay, half the produce means if a farmer has a 1 acre land, he get 4,000 kg of wheat from that land, then 2000 will be going to 2000 kg will be going to Alauddin Khilji, and 2000 will be for that person's self consumption. So half the produce, 50% will go to the state, 50% will go to the Alauddin Khilji, where in the fertile lands of Ganga and Yamuna. So it is very much clear.
To halve the produce. But at the same time, he made sure that the nobles did not impose other tax on the peasants. He also began the audit of the accounts of his officers.
So Alauddin Khilji was a very smart king, very smart uh, ruler. Why? Because he wants to make everything free and fair. Means it should be fair. It should not be that all the workers who are working on the agriculture fields have to give taxes all the time. It was just the taxes by the Alauddin Khilji. It makes sure that there will be no more taxes by the nobles, because nobles, Chahalganis, they also impose taxes on the peasants. Peasants means the farmers who are working on the field. So for this, he began the audit of the accounts of his officers. Audit means when you try to, yes, read, you have to take the accounts. Okay, आपको हर एक चीज ध्यान में रखनी है. That comes under the audit. आप अपने जितने भी ऑफिसर्स हैं उनके अकाउंट्स को चेक करना कि किसी भी तरह से कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं है, कोई गलत चीज तो नहीं हो रही, कि करप्शन तो नहीं हो रही. दैट ऑल कम्स अंडर द ऑडिट. चेक करना अकाउंट्स को टू मेक अ फेयर प्ले फॉर ऑल इन दैट किंगडम.
Alauddin Khilji fixed prices for articles of food and enforced them rigorously. He built vast stores of grains in Delhi. In these stores, grains were stored and sold at retail prices. Everything from grocery items to fresh vegetables, fruits to horses, slaves, caps, shoes, combs, and even needles were priced. This is known as his market control policy.
So everything in the market, fruit, vegetables, grains, horses, slave, everything was priced. Means a limit was fixed that okay, if apple is supposed, for example, during that time in that currency is for 50. Okay, there is a limit that apple will not be sold more than 50. Okay, tanka. So that was fixed by the Alauddin Khilji. That process is called as market control policy, so that there will be an equal play. There should be no exploitations of the citizens during that time. It should make sure that everything should remain normal, because if the price will hike, ultimately it will help the traders, but it will defeat, or it will be a very problem for normal middle class families to have that priced vegetables and fruits. So market control policy means everything was fixed. Okay, this price, okay, shoes will be for this price, corn will be for this price, fruits will be this price, everything was priced. There should be no uh, exploitation. Okay, there should be no more price should be given to the traders, so that the level playing field should be maintained for all. Market should be controlled, and it should be for the benefits of both the kingdoms as well as for the state.
He introduced a subsidized rationing system, especially in times of scarcity. In times of scarcity, corn was sold to the citizens of Delhi at fixed rates and nobody was allowed to buy more than half amount, that is 14 lbs of corn at
At a time. So what is he introduced a subsidized rationing system? Subsidized rationing system means now you can easily relate with this. The PDS system, public distribution systems. Now in India you will find that poor people, yes, for poor people government have subsidized the ration. They are getting the wheat for 2 rupees kg, 3 rupees kgs, all the people which are very poor in. Okay, they are not able to earn their livelihood. So same was introduced by the Alauddin Khilji during that time. He rationed the prices. Okay, means he has given more. He will given the advantage to the poor people, and the rate were fixed during the scarcity. Scarcity means when the grains are not in good supply. जो grains हैं वो काफी कम है, बहुत कम है. That comes the under the scarcities. Okay, so rate were fixed in the Delhi, and nobody should be allowed to buy more than half amount. Why? Because if someone go for 500 kgs and others are going for just 1 kg, there are chances that all the people needs will not be met, कुछ लोग बचे रह जाएंगे. सो इसलिए लिमिट सेट कर दी गई ताकि सब में इक्वली सब्सिडाइज राशनिंग मटेरियल भिजवाया जाए, सबको इक्वली मटेरियल मिले, कोई भी कंट्रोल ना करे ब्लैक मार्केटिंग जैसे. यू विल फाइंड दैट नाउ डेज what the traders do, they store the grains in a very large amount. Okay, when they store that, ultimately it will affect the market, because in market there will be no grains, and the price will rise in the market. As the price rise, the traders will sold then the grains in the market, but that will what, that will defeat the citizens, because they will now be getting at a very high rate. So this was the plus point during the Alauddin Khilji time. He introduced a very subsidized rationing system, fixed rate at Delhi, and there's a limit that you cannot buy more than this. Okay, that's a very good economic measures taken by Alauddin
at a
Khilji.
time. These measures were good and even during the time of drought, grains became so plentiful in Delhi and its surrounding areas that no shortage was felt. This system ensured that no one could hold commodities or enjoy surplus when the poor went hungry.
So this system ensured no one could hoard. Hoard means that black marketing. Hoarding means when you want to store a large quantity of grains. Okay, if you are a trader, okay, you store that in thousands kg of wheat. Okay, and you are not selling it in the market. So you holding that. Okay, that comes under the hoard commodities. Okay, you want to price to increase and then you want to sold that, so all those comes under the holding commodity. But that was done, okay, this was done to that no one can hoard commodities, and there should be a surplus so that the poor should not went hungry. There should be a food for all, there should be a food security for all during that time.
Alauddin Khilji set up a special department under the charge of Shahna-e-Mandi. It was his duty to prepare the lists of prices of various commodities, to register merchants and to keep an eye on their activities. This department also looked after the royal granary, supervised the markets and kept a constant vigil on the weights and measures.
So you have seen that. Now how to control market, अगर आपको किसी भी चीज को कंट्रोल करना है, you need some body, some department who can handle that. Okay, so Shahjahan Mandi was put forward by Alauddin Khilji, and that body, that department, you will find that every in government also, how government works, they have different departments like Department of Agriculture, Department of Fertilizers, Department of Education, Department of Home Affairs, Departments of Communications. So all the departments are responsible for their respective fields. Like Mandi, Shahji Mandi was responsible to look after the royal granaries. Royal granary means all the granary, yes, which was stored under the state, which was under the Alauddin Khilji, so that that can be used when there is a no surplus or there is a scarcity of grains in the market. Then सुपरवाइज द मार्केट, सो टू सुपरवाइज द मार्केट की सब कुछ मार्केट में सही चल रहा है, कोई भी किसी भी तरह से एक्सप्लॉइटेशन नहीं कर रहा है किसी की, ओके, एंड टू केप्ट अ कांस्टेंट विजिलेंस, मतलब टू कीप अ आई कि वेट्स एंड मेजर्स शुड बी इक्वल, द वेट्स एंड मेजर्स शुड बी इक्वल, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि in some area, the weight are saying 5 kg, but ultimately that is weighting only 2 kg. So to maintain the constant visual on the weights and the measures so that the scale should remain the same. Okay, that all comes under the economic measures taken by Alauddin Khilji.
Punishments were given to the shopkeepers if they measured less or compromised on the quality of articles. The administrative, economic and military reforms of Alauddin Khilji clearly show that the Sultan was not only a military genius but also an efficient administrator. War of succession broke out after Alauddin's death. Khusro Malik was the last Khilji ruler.
So when we are talking about army reforms, economic measures, and expansion, you will find that Alauddin Khilji was not just a good ruler, he was also a good administrator. Administrator means how to rule that area. Okay, it is easy to conquer any territory, but to maintain that territory, to consolidate that territory, to functions that territory, to administer that territory very well, that is a different art. And it was rightly performed by Alauddin Khilji. उन्होंने सिर्फ एक्सपेंशन नहीं किया, टेरिटरीज और ऐड नहीं की, बल्कि उन टेरिटरीज को बड़ी अच्छी तरह से चलाया, उसमें हर तरह के रिफॉर्म्स किए, और दैट रिजल्टेड इनटू अ गुड Khilji dynasty during that time. Now, after the death of Alauddin Khilji, war of successions broke out, and Khusro Malik became the last Khilji ruler. Okay, means after Alauddin Khilji was the powerful ruler, one of the most powerful ruler of Khilji dynasty and even the Delhi Sultanate. But the successors after Alauddin Khilji death was not so much good, and they are not able to control the territories, and Khusro Malik was the last.
Ghiyasuddin defeated him and started the Tughlaq dynasty. The Tughlaq dynasty.
So Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq defeated the Khusro Malik and resulted into the establishment of Khusro for Tughlaq dynasty. I hope it is clear to you about this. We will discuss Tughlaq dynasty in our next class.